In this episode of Dolce Vita, sit back, relax, and have a cup of aromatic Chinese tea. Check out cool ways to get the perfect muscle pump. Sit down and get a few tips for appreciating decorative art with Adrian Choi. And discover old-time charm through different collectibles.
Darren, do you like drinking tea? And I'm talking about the Chinese kind.
I do, especially when I go out for dim sum with my family. However, I'm ashamed to say that I don't know much about Chinese tea. I only really go for the jasmine green tea or the pu'er tea, and I've always wondered, what else is out there, you know?
Well, you know, there are many types of different teas out there, but to savor the best taste of tea, it's gonna be kind of like wine pairing. You can only pair certain types of dim sum with certain types of tea.
For the tea pairing, some lighter taste, for example, the green tea, the white tea, they usually pairing the seafood. Because the seafood there is fresh, right? So we need to use some lighter taste, the green tea, the white tea to pairing with the seafood to bring out the flavor of the seafood. Another one, the beef. We usually use the stronger taste of the tea. For example, the Wuyi Mountain Rock. Because the Wuyi Mountain Rock tea, they use the chocolate bay method to make the tea. So there's a little bit smoky to bring out the flavor of the beef. I choose one kind of the jasmine dragon boat. Because the jasmine dragon boat, there's one very famous of the jasmine tea. There's a very thorough and refreshing. There's a good to drink the kobu tea before the meal. Can refresh your body first. There's from the Taiwan. The Taiwanese, they usually to use the kobu tea before they have the meal. And also, kobu tea, we will not use the hot water to steep the tea leaf. Usually use the room temperature water to steep the tea leaf over around 6 hours. And then there's no bitterness. When you drink the kobu tea, there's very, very smooth and very refreshing. For the tea beginner, we usually recommend they to try some lighter taste tea first. For example, the white tea, the green tea. White tea and green tea, they're very thorough and fresh. If the first time you try the very stronger taste of the tea, for example, the pu'er, maybe you don't like the tea, and then you will not keep going to learn about the Chinese tea.
Dragonwell green tea is one of the most famous teas in China. The delicate green tea enhances the umami taste of the lobster and caviar dumpling with a uniquely fresh fragrance. Among all white teas, silver needle white tea is the most expensive variety because only the tea plant's top buds are picked to produce the tea. What's better than savoring a luxurious black truffle and bamboo pith dumpling with this extravagant tea? As an essential part of traditional Chinese culture, tea is a lot more than a drink. It is an art, a philosophy, and a lifestyle. You may think that a traditional Chinese tea ceremony is a bit complicated, but if you want to take a deep dive into Chinese culture and savor the essence of it, you need to learn more about tea drinking.
You know, Darren, I'm the type of girl who needs her cup of coffee in the morning. But after trying the silver needle white tea, I think it's the perfect alternative because it's high in caffeine, which I need. But the flavor is also light and sweet, which might be a more gentle way to wake up in the morning. I like it. How about you?
Well, I tried the Dragonwell green tea, and before I even put it to my lips, I can already smell the lightness and the freshness of it. It goes down very smooth, and I love that little bit of a muddy flavor. It goes very well with this lobster and caviar dumpling.
Based on the color of the leaves, tea liquor, and the percentage of oxidation the tea leaves have gone through during processing, Chinese tea can be classified into 6 main distinctive categories: white, green, yellow, oolong, black, and post-fermented. And with processing, you can count 2 more types: scented and compressed teas. Growing in towering cliffs, Wuyi Mountain Rock Oolong tea produces a unique earthy mineral flavor and floral aroma. Known to be great for aiding digestion, oolong tea is a perfect complement to the deep-fried taro and crab meat puff. The more fermented and intact dry tea leaves are, the longer they'll last. Here, the pu'er tea is aged 24 years. The smooth and fragrant infusion matched perfectly with the delicately flavored egg tart with bird's nest. When stored properly, dark tea doesn't deteriorate, and as time goes on, its taste is even enhanced. Take this raw pu'er as an example. It used to produce a bitter taste at the very beginning, but after storing for an extended period, it has become a full-bodied brew that delivers an exquisite flavor.
I loved the tea ceremony. I loved how methodical and considered everything is. It just forces you to slow down and relax. And the food is fantastic too.
I absolutely agree. You know, before I always drank tea, but after learning a few things from Ellen, I have a newfound appreciation for tea because I didn't know there's so much culture and symbolism in it. So I think I'll keep drinking and I'll keep learning.
Just a little bit of background. Ninja Warrior Training is originated in Japan, became a TV show in the States. However, we just took the training system and put it into a facility. Ninja Warrior Training is a diverse obstacle course-based training ground. The equipment inside that we have is certified by a lot of international safety standards, regulations. It's special because it's really rare in Hong Kong to have Ninja Warrior facilities. Our coaching team also spices things up a lot, designing different themed obstacle courses for different participants to complete an experience so they can just try everything out.
I've always imagined myself as a bit of a ninja when I was a kid, so thank you today for letting me relive my childhood memories.
All right, I think we've rested enough. Let's keep going.
Let's go.
After the break, have a chat with an avid decorative arts enthusiast and take a look at interesting everyday items of a bygone era.
Home is where the heart is, but lately it's also seeming to be where the office is. With the rate of working from home on the rise, a little more effort is needed to make that working and living experience more comfortable. But finding ways to make that transition might be a little frustrating.
Recent pieces that I produced, and it's called the Early Toe Cabinet, which is based on this ancient civilization of the same name about 3,000 years ago. And it's inlaid completely with turquoise and bronze plaques, which kind of have this illusion of looking like stone, but it's actually cast metal.
Okay.
And on top of it, you have these mysterious-looking objects, which are called kongs. That's actually 3,000 to 4,000 years, maybe older, years old. Yeah. So you kind of get to see the inspiration behind the cabinet. And I'd like to point out one Kong in particular. It's actually made out of turquoise, which is very, very rare. And when I sourced the turquoise for the cabinet, I wanted to keep the spirit of this period alive. So I went to the mines from that region to make sure that the color palette and the tones were the same. So if you compare the color, the striations, and the tones of this piece and the cabinet, you can see a direct link.
That sounds amazing. That sounds like a lot of dedication to one piece, so it must be your favorite.
Yes, certainly is. Yeah.
Well, you did create a very beautiful space here, Adrian.
Thank you.
Since in 1510, when it comes to timepiece manufacturing, Swiss watchmakers are likely the ones who spring to mind. The Swiss-made pocket watch features an embossed gold-toned dial and white markers in Roman numeral. The design is not only timelessly elegant, but also easy to read. The design and function of antiques retain the culture of a whole generation, and some historical items act as a timeline of human development in some sorts. So even seemingly uninteresting items to some may evoke some really strong memories that are personal to you and you only. So in that sense, I think antiques are very much like your own personal experiences in that they tell some really beautiful stories. Agree? That's all the time we have for this week's episode. If you want to find out more about what we have introduced, remember to log onto our website. In the coming weeks, continue to indulge in the sweet life with us. Take pleasure in gourmet food from around the world, explore fun and effective ways to stay healthy and look gorgeous. Keep up with the latest trends in every aspect of life, and stay connected with inspiring people from different backgrounds. Be sure to tune in again next time. See ya!